T.
Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, you may be wondering, hey, why is T coming at me from a different angle? I'm usually over this way, and that's because I have my first ever in the history of my channel guest here in the Coin Cave. I've got my next door neighbor, Bernie. Bernie, welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Good. Thank you for inviting me. This is a pleasure. I always wanted to know where is the magic happening. So this is awesome. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Bernie and I spent a lot of time together mountain biking, and he's probably sick of hearing me talking about silver stacking and coin collecting. But now he is contributing to the madness because he has something very special that we've been talking about for a while. Bernie, you just got back from Mexico. What part of Mexico?
Oh, Mexico City, straight from the downtown.
Okay, that's where you're from, huh?
I am from there, yes, indeed.
And when did you come here? I can't remember. You've been here like a long time.
Yeah, 17 years.
17 years. And you go back to visit family?
Yeah, my mom was there, and Thanksgiving over there, it was fun.
Okay, very nice. And so I just got home from work. It's about 32 degrees here in Northwest Indiana. What was it like down there?
Oh my God, 70s.
70s, and it's pretty consistent over there as well, if I remember correctly.
It is pretty consistent. At night it's in the 50s, but in the day 70s. Beautiful.
Beautiful. And well, welcome back to the cold weather. Since I knew you were going to Mexico and you were planning this trip for quite a while, I, of course, asked you about some Libertads. And I asked you if you could get me some. And, well, I guess we might as well just show the viewers what you brought me. Well,
I have for you here a stack of 10 of 2020.
Nice. Look at that. I'm not going to open it. And is this the way it came from the bank? Did they wrap it up like this?
That's what I did. I asked for 10 of 2020s. And that's the way they gave it to me. Okay,
I'll show the viewers here. 2020. These are the ones with the mintage of only 300,000. And did you ask? You asked specifically for 2020s, and did they hesitate when they were giving you 2020s? Did they have to go back and look in a drawer or in a vault or something like that?
Well, in fact, it took me a couple of days to make it happen, right? So,
really?
Because there are at the branch at the bank, but they don't have many.
Okay.
So I said, well, I want 10 of 2020 and 10 of 2021s, which I have in my other hand.
Let's see those.
And that's what they gave me. So yeah, they don't have that many on the branch, so the next day I show up and they have it for me.
Wow. And what is it, Banco de Mexico or?
No, I went to a bank that is called Banco Azteca, the Aztec Bank.
Okay.
And in fact, this particular bank, you can open an account for silver coins.
Really?
And they can keep in their vaults for you.
Really?
And the only thing you need to do is open an account. I don't know what is the minimum, 20 coins, I guess. And you can buy as many as you want. And when you want to retire, to take them out, you just go and say, well, I want my coins, and you will have them.
Now, so this is interesting to me because for some reason I thought it was only Banco de Mexico that carry the silver coins. Do other banks like Banamex and any of those?
Yeah, you can buy them in any branch, in any bank.
Okay.
Well, most of them don't have as many as you want.
Okay.
But if you ask them ahead of time, they can just go and buy.
Was it an unusual request, or did they get asked for coins, Libertads like this frequently? Could you tell?
No, I don't think it was like a weird request. There was somebody in front of me buying gold coins.
Really?
So I don't think it's unusual.
No kidding. So they do gold coins as well? How about fractional? Like the smaller than like a half ounce or quarter ounce? Did you inquire about that? Or?
No, I didn't ask.
I didn't even think to ask because I assumed all they would have was silver coins, even if you could get that.
Right.
And I'm very surprised and grateful that you were able to get what you got. And how about like the old school ones? Do you any idea whether or not they would sell you those?
No, at the branch, no. I did ask for different years, and they say no. The only ones they have is either like last year's or this year's.
I'm surprised they still had any 2020s left.
Right.
That's incredible to me. So let's talk about what you paid. You told me how many pesos each was each coin?
It was around 630 pesos.
Okay.
So it's around like $31.
$31 or $32 it translates in to. So imagine that everybody here is gladly paying $40 and sometimes even more than that, and you got them direct from the source for about $32 a pop, which is incredible, especially these 2020s.
You can open them. Come on.
Yeah. You know what? I think I will. And I'm going to take some precaution here because what I don't have out here, like I said, I just got home from work. So eventually these are going to go in coin capsules. And for right now, I'm just going to take them out with my gloves on and just take a quick inspection before I pop them into holders. So I've got my...
Something I noticed is that from the bank, they took them away from like a big capsule. I don't know if it was like a 50 coins.
Really?
Or 25 coins. So I imagine if I buy the whole set, it comes in a full capsule.
Like a big tube?
Yes.
Was it clear or?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So there they are. All right, first example. Very nice. And well, if they all look as good as this one, I think we're in business, man. And then the 2021s, let's see here. Let's try to do this without putting a scratch on the coin or anything.
And now that you mentioned that if there are other, like partial denominations, I'm going next month. Again.
You are?
Yes.
Holy! Now don't say that out loud, man. You're going to have all my viewers contacting me. Hey, T, hook me up, man. Tell Bernie to hook me up.
And a friend of mine told me there is an exhibition of some sort in the Bank of Mexico. I don't remember. He mentioned it's in the Chapultepec Castle, and there you can go and buy different kind of coins.
Really?
Like silver coins.
I've been to Chapultepec Park. That's where they have the Museum of Natural History, right?
Right.
Oh my God!
So there is a castle in the hill, at the top of the hill.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't familiar with Mexico City or Chapultepec Park, it's kind of like Central Park in New York, where it's like a big, expansive property with lakes, and they even have museums on the property. And one of my most fascinating experiences and best experiences I've ever had in Mexico was going there with the wife and strolling around the park, basically spending a day there. And you could spend probably multiple days there if you took time to ride the paddle boats around the lagoon, and all the different folks there selling all their artisan items and knickknacks and souvenirs. But that Museum of Anthropology was just, if anybody of Mexican descent at all just needs to make the pilgrimage there and just see what amazing feats of technology and artwork that our ancestors were capable of creating all those years ago. It was just a really inspiring moment for me to go there. So you're going back next month. So I guess I'll ask my viewers, what do you guys think that I should put in? What special request should I put in to Bernie as he's heading back and after bringing these treasures. Let me ask you this. I haven't been to Mexico in quite a few years, and I used to go regularly, like every other year, faithfully. Did you feel pretty safe down there?
Well, in the downtown, yes.
Uh-huh.
It's a very touristic place.
Uh-huh.
Several streets are patrolled,
Uh-huh.
but there are you can see the presence of the police,
Uh-huh.
but it's like in a different uniform. It's more like that you can approach, ask questions. It's pretty safe, at least in the downtown. For sure.
And, I did go to Mexico City a couple of times. One time I visited a friend. I was coming from Cuernavaca. And the other time I was staying in a hotel right off the Zocalo, the big square, where the cathedral is, and that big iconic Mexican flag, maybe the biggest in the country. And so many historic events have taken place there. I stayed right off of that. And it was really, really neat to stay there and in that proximity to the center of Mexico. It was amazing.
Did you buy any silver over there? Because right there in front of the flag, there are many of these silver stores. Yeah.
I did not buy any silver at the time there. At the time, I was kind of just a bit of a poor student, and I wish I had money for that. I was just happy to have money for lunch every day, let alone, stacking silver and buying stuff. But I did find a little stuff here and there, some old coins, very limited, like one or two coins the whole trip I bought. And we were there. Matter of fact, we didn't have extra money. I was saving money by riding chicken buses and stuff like that from place to place, stuff that I would never imagine doing in a million years now. But I would get to the bus station with the wife, and we were young and dumb at the time, and we're like, well, this bus from Morelia, Michoacan to Cuernavaca cost $22. But hey, there's this other bus. It's only 17, and it might take a couple of hours longer. And so we took the cheaper one and went through all this countryside and hanging off the side of mountains and everything else. It was incredibly adventurous and probably stupid, but it was the trip of our lifetime in that particular trip. But I'll tell you what, I love Mexico. I love the people, the culture, the architecture, everything about it. I look forward to the day I head back over there. Obviously, I'm not a native like you, so I don't feel as comfortable and confident. And a lot of the stuff that I've seen on the news lately is a little bit scary. But perhaps maybe I'll just kind of get over that and just take the plunge and get back over.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe you should show all the coins. Maybe your viewers want to see that you are not stuck in different years.
Let's see.
Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't really look at them all.
Well, let's see if the lady at the bank did a good job for you. Because, I'm hoping these are all 2020s. And what is this? That's a 2021. So, and did you see the lady handle them in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. And did she just put them in a big old stack? Was she careful with them? Or?
Yep.
Are these considered collector coins or bullion coins, and people just save them regardless of the condition, or do you happen to know?
No, I don't know. My brother used to buy them, and I can see them at his house, but he has no your capsules that you have over there. No, he just have them stacked, just without care.
Yeah.
So most likely people is like him just buying them.
Yeah.
I remember he was buying them when they were 100 pesos.
Oh gosh.
I don't know, less than $5 or maybe. I was concerned on my way back because it's cash. And a friend of mine told me are you sure you can take as many coins? I said, well, if I cannot pass them, then I just give somebody there.
Yeah.
But then I was reading the documentation when you take the plane, and it says it's completely legal to transfer cash from one country to the other as long as it's less than 10,000.
I see.
So there is no problem. If you are transporting more than 10,000, it's also legal. The only thing you need to do is to tell them.
Yes. Now, you flew out of Mexico City, and you didn't go to any other smaller airports, like stopovers or anything like that?
No.
Because things are different in Mexico, at least the last time I was there. And again, that was quite a while ago. But when we came into León, Guanajuato, their method of checking to see if we were bringing in anything illegal was pretty simple. They had basically a can of marbles, and we had to dunk our hands in and pick out a marble, above our head where we couldn't see. You pluck out your marble. If it's green, you go. If you're the unlucky sucker that gets a red one, and that was one of us in our group, then you have to have your bag searched, and obviously that's a little bit more of a pain and a hold up, and especially if your whole party's waiting for you. But that was the method back then. I would worry about riding in on the highways. We did go one of our many trips. We went from Guanajuato all the way. We rented a big vehicle, and we drove all the way to the beach. We went to Acapulco. And so we went across the country, and it was my wife and I and her family, and as a matter of fact, she was my fiance at the time, and all her siblings. So we had a big vehicle full of people. One of the people in the vehicle was my crazy cousin, whose name I won't mention on here, and I was worried to death, especially coming from the beach. And sometimes you go to the nightclubs and you get lost and you get mixed up, and I hope to God my cousin didn't have anything illegal in his possession, because they I guess it was the federales that caught us at one of the checkpoints on the highway, and they were very determined to go through all of our stuff, and I can't remember what price it cost my father-in-law. But he is a very smooth talker, as you know, Bernie. You've had beers with him before. And he was able to get us out of that one. And the whole time I was sweating, praying, I hope my cousin does not have anything illegal on him, because if they found it, we'd be in real trouble. But I don't know, would you feel comfortable traveling across the country with these in your possession?
No, definitely no.
Yeah.
No. Well, maybe a day, but not in a long trip. And usually, if you want to go to a particular place, you need to make sure you let your relatives know that you are going, so they can talk to the local guerrilla that you are going through. So,
Bernie, I'm gonna pay you for half of these, and you're gonna take the other half. And I appreciate you very much thinking of me and helping me out with these. And so are you officially a silver stacker or a coin collector now? Or
that looks like. So now thank you for your channel. Now I'm totally hooked up.
Well, first I get you into mountain biking, and then we travel together to all these different places, and next thing you know, you're stacking silver with old T. And either I was a bad influence on you, or maybe maybe a good influence, depending on what your perspective is, and more importantly, what your wife's perspective is. So, Bernie, one other question out of curiosity. If I know it's about $32 US dollars to purchase a Libertad, and you were telling me that you have the opportunity, if you want to sell it back to the bank.
Yes, actually, if you go back, if I go back and try to sell them, each coin it will be sold in 500 pesos.
500 pesos.
Around $25.
Okay. So it's not just a one-way deal where they will take them back, and that's the spread. about a $7 or 120 peso or about a $7 spread. Either way, I'm guessing most people, buy them and don't ever sell them back. But I suppose if somebody was in a pinch, it's nice to know that you can go sell them back there. But these are definitely not for selling. Those are for keeping. And hey guys, I will give you an update after Bernie goes back to Mexico one more time, coming up real soon. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Bernie.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Well, and everybody, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Bernie and about the Mexican Silver Libertads straight from Mexico. And look forward to seeing you on the next one. Be sure to stay on for this next end screen that I'm about to show you that includes a link to more videos. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Toot!